So today we have a Gothic, witchy, kind of Halloween-y jewelry haul because it covers all the spectrums. It is ginormous, and we have some shirts to show as well. So there's a few items of clothing. If you guys are new, to subscribe and check out our spooky playlists. I'm Morticia, Gomez is behind the camera, and we are the spooky variety channel. We do kind of a little bit of everything. So let's get started with this haul. The first item I want to show is a bat because I'm bat obsessed, so I have to start with the bat. I wouldn't make you wait for the bat. This is pewter, just like a lot of the more expensive companies like Alchemy Gothic. It's a high quality pewter, but it's from a company called Beachside Jewelry. They're here in the US. They're on eBay and Etsy, and I will obviously link them below with everybody else. But their items are always like $6, free shipping. This is great quality pewter, and it always comes on a nice leather cord with a chain extender, so you can make it longer or shorter. Very nice, and you can take it off the cord easily. What I really like about their pendants, and they're all this way, is the bail is not just a jump ring that can catch on things and pull and come off and cause you to lose your pendant. It's solidly made on to the piece. It's one piece of jewelry. It doesn't move. It doesn't. See, this is the bail. It's just solid. It's one piece with the bat itself. And what I like about this bat, I'm going to move out of the way so you can see it, is it's a really unique pose. I love bats, but I don't like to have too many repeats that look similar to what I already have. It just gets redundant and not as inspiring. So I like it when it looks different. It's like this is a different kind of bat. He's like in flight, and you see one wing is more contracted and this one is expanded, and his head's down this way. He's in a different pose. He's got his body kind of curved around because he's like in mid-furious flapping motion. And I love red. My red and black and green are my favorite colors. He's got this red Swarovski crystal in his claws. So how cool and different is that? And he's a nice medium size. He's not too small, and he's not too big that if you're wearing a bunch of other necklaces you cannot wear. So I've got a bunch layered here. So that is how he works. He's a nice middle size, and I love the red. It's all festive for the holiday season, and I love bats, so he's wonderful, and I just adore him. And again, $6 for high quality pewter. I love Alchemy Gothic too, but they would charge at least 20, 25, 30 to 40 for this, depending on what site you see it on. And it's the same quality metal, so just amazing and really cool detail. He is basically flatter on the back, but he's got the wing detail. So that is the back, and that's back to the front. And just what a unique pose, right? For $6, you cannot beat it. Now, next, let's do this lovely piece from Green Girl Studios. This is called the Protective Eye. And after Hocus Pocus, we got pretty eye obsessed. I made the choker. They sell a lot of connectors and beads, like metal beads, 3D, and things like that for DIY. So I bought this and put the green ribbon on and made it into a choker. And it's just really pretty. It's got like an engraving in here where instead of an eyeball, it's just kind of engraved inside. And just kind of like freeform, sort of. It's like abstract. That's the word I wanted. And then the filigree out here. You could dangle beads and stuff from these little holes if you wanted to do a lot of danglies, and I don't mind that, but I just wanted to keep it simple for a choker, and I just leave it kind of like open work ornate filigree. That's the eye shape, the outside of the eye, and then the inside here. So it's pretty cool. It's pewter. It was $8. They're amazing. They're like really cool prices, and most of their items are like $8. So while we are on the Green Girl Studios train, a lot of places sell them on Etsy, but you can buy straight from Green Girl Studios on Etsy as well, and I will leave that link below. But this, I love moths. Butterflies are okay, but I like the butterfly of the night, and that would be the moth. And they have a moth connector. This is big, and it's also $8. Check this out. It's lovely. I made it into a choker as well, as you can see. And when I wear it, it just kind of looks like this. So I just love it. I really love this. And the moth is like thicker and furrier than a butterfly, and you can see that in this detail. And the way the wings are segmented are different. So that's him, and he's 3D because he's got his little furry belly going on under here. And also Green Girl Studios. I have gotten other stuff from them. If you check our jewelry playlist, which I will link below as well if you're new, I've gotten a lot of neat things from them. I even made an absinthe fairy bracelet that I got from them, so that's really cool. And so yeah. And let's see, what are we going to do next? Let's move on. I couldn't wear everything, and some things Gomez and I both got. This is like a unisex kind of jewelry haul. And some things I got us both, because we both wanted it. Yeah, that's usually the reason you both get something, right, Gomez? Okay, so check this out. This is a pentagram with a red stone from Real Metal. They're called realmetaljewelry.com. I've also gotten a lot of stuff from them, dragons, fairies, other cool stuff. If you look at the jewelry playlist, you will see the Real Metal hauls and some steampunk stuff I got from them. But check this. This is a nice big size pentagram. It's got like little moons, 2 little moons down here on the bottom. And a faux red stone up here because, again, I love the red. And it, like Alchemy Gothic, is a high-quality pewter. And it is a nice size. It comes on a chain. It's like a 20-inch chain. And it was $10. So they're another company that is definitely comparable to Alchemy and a lot lower price. When comparable, I mean like same metal and good designs. The chains, you can't really change the length as well because it's a wide, thick chain, so it's sturdy, but it doesn't have those little rings where you can change the length as well. So it's the length it is, but I don't mind. It's all good. That's how it looks when you get it new. Gomez hasn't worn his yet, and I have been wearing mine, so that is how that looks. And next, I want to just quickly, I'm going to link my friend's shop below. She's Mama Otter's Tidbits on Amazon, but she got me this cool dragon hair clip for Christmas. I love dragons, and that's kind of like jewelry to me. And he's all wrapped around a stone, and it's unique and wonderful, and I love him. Isn't he beautiful?
Yes.
He is lovely. So I will leave, she sells all kinds of jewelry and other stuff, and Mama Otter's Tidbits, shout out, and I will leave a link. And this is a dragon Gomez got. It's from a company on eBay called Tuxin Creations. It was $8, and it's also pewter. Only $8, you guys. It's a moon with a dragon. It's called the Midnight Dragon, and it comes on a nice cord, and that's the back. It's kind of like hollow-ish, but it's a nice raised, detailed dragon in a cool position with a nice moon. So you can combine the symbology of the dark, the moon, and the dragon, thus their name, Midnight Dragon. This is a camera charm from Michaels. It's like an old-fashioned camera. I got myself one, my mom one, and Gomez one. And it's from Michaels. You can get it online or in stores. I got it online. And the company it is from is Bead Landing, and the line is Charmalong. And they were like $2 and some. And it's like a pewter with enamel on a little faux clear lens, and it's a lobster claw clasp here, so you can just attach it without even like taking off your chain or your bracelet or whatever you want to put it on. It's a good size charm. I think it's nice for a pendant. I guess you could wear it on a bracelet. It's kind of big, so it depends on what you've got going on. And the back is kind of hollow. I wish the back had been more filled in, but that's okay. And it's lightweight for the size, so that's good. If it was on a bracelet, it wouldn't drag it down. And it is a good quality metal. So there's your old-fashioned camera if you're like us and you like old-fashioned looking cool things. Next up, another cool witchy item. If you like cats and you like pentacles, check this out. This is like a 24-inch chain. It just goes over the head. And this is a cat. And he's sitting. I love the pose where he's sitting. He's pewter. He's good quality. And the pentagram is kind of on his back, or the pentacle is on his back. And he's just sitting, and then he is kind of flatter on the other side. But he's very detailed, and he's kind of like where he's got his head turned to face you. And it's about 2 inches by an inch. This is from Cindy's Charms on Etsy. It's $15, and the chain is just kind of like a beaded looking chain, and you cannot change the length. But it's a nice sturdy chain, and you can always take the cat off and put it like on a cord or whatever you want it on. The tail is kind of looped up like that on his back, and then the pentacle is above, and the pentacle is one solid piece with the cat. A lot of people were selling cat pentacles where it would dangle and it was like 2 pieces, and I just didn't like it. I just wanted it to be 1 piece where he was sitting on it or something, and this is nice. And I really thought, being like a witchy thing, finding a cat with a pentagram would be really easy, and it really was not. Like, there were just little charms hanging together or just little things that didn't impress me, so I was really excited to find that. And all these shops have been great with prompt shipping and everything else. I haven't said that about every shop because it's going to get redundant. This haul's so huge, but everyone was excellent with that. If not, I would state as much. So This lovely, again, another witchy piece I'm wearing now is from Phaedra575 on eBay. And we got these roughly for like $8 each and then shipping. So it was like 18 together for 2 or 17 something. So this is also pewter, just like the cat. All these are great high quality pewter for really good prices. And this is another unique witchy piece that comes on this cord, so you can make it long like it came long, or you can make it shorter. I've worn it like at this short length before as well, and I like it higher as well for the energy flow and whatnot. But it is a pentacle with a broom going across it, and it's again one piece. It's not where the charms are hanging together or anything. If you just want like one piece where you got it going on, it's like that. It's a pentagram with the broom right there across it. It's really cool. And the broom kind of looks old-fashioned, like it's got where the handle is made out of the same twigs as the broom. Gomez had commented on how ornate the handle looks, and I agree, it looks cool. So again, just kind of an old-fashioned witchy magical feel that I really like, and it makes the pentacles a little bit more unique. It seems like the pentacle can be a very overdone witchy symbol. I love it, but it's like everywhere, so I like to see them with something different added or something different going on. Next, for something different, we had to get this because, yo, it's like our channel and our little fave Victorian guy, Jekyll, who is Hyde. We saw these online. They're like $2, but there's little plastic kind of Mardi Gras necklaces, but they're so cool because it's got these 2 bottles, and the place that I bought it from thinks that it was some kind of like promotional ad from a business, but it didn't say which one. It looks like liqueur, and one is herbal and one is berry, and it has Jekyll and Hyde's picture, like the half and half, the faces on the bottles. And unfortunately, I have to be careful not to get it wet because the picture is just like a sticker on here, and I always get like in the shower with my jewelry and I'll forget, but I won't do that with this piece. But what's cool is it's red and black, and that's mine and Gomez's colors. It's bottles like the Jekyll and Hyde. It symbolizes the potion that he drinks. And check this. I noticed this. Gomez didn't notice this. I did. I'm the man. Well, the woman. Check it. You got beads on this side that are J and beads on this side that are H. They're like the long flat beads, and all the ones up here are shaped like J's, and the ones go down here are H for Jekyll and Hyde. How cool. It's very cool. So it's just like a little plasticky kind of fun costume piece, but it's us, it's our channel, and that's how it hangs, and I got to wear it. It's lovely. So let's see, did I cover everything I'm actually wearing? No, I didn't. There's 2 more pieces that I'm actually wearing, and we're going to talk about those. This one is a unicorn bead cage from Fire Mountain Gems. It costs $2. And usually you think of the bead cages as like those wire spirals, but this is a new kind of bead cage. Check it. It's like just a little 3D kind of thing with a hole, and you can use it for the oil beads too, like where you have the essential oil and it's on like the stone and you can like put your oils on it. I didn't do that. I just stuck a garnet in here, but it's an 8 mil size or under that goes in this. This is from Fire Mountain Gems, and I'm going to show you how to work it. It's a bead cage shaped like a unicorn head. And I love fantasy and like fairies and dragons, and I like unicorns, but I'm not into the fluffy stuff, so I'm like unicorn picky. There's a really badass song by Heather Alexander called The Black Unicorn, and it shows the tougher side of unicorns. Maybe I'll link that below. So it's like this, and then you open it, and then you can take the bead in and out. I just have a little raw garnet in here. And so then you just close it, and you know, I kept thinking like, does it snap? It's not snapping closed. It's not snapping closed. What's going on? But it doesn't snap closed. You just have to run the chain or cord through all the holes. It's just like when you close it, all the holes are one. So it goes right through, and then it's not going to come open or come out. And now I'm just putting it back the way it was. And that's how you use the unicorn bead cage from Fire Mountain Gems. That's a service provided because they did not tell you that. They expect you to figure it out, which, I mean, it wasn't that hard to figure out, but I've seen instructions on dumber things that needed less thought, and they tell you, and this time they did not. So I'm like, okay, I'll figure this out. I just thought it would snap open and closed, and it did not, but that's okay. Now, this is a Vogel crystal. And Vogel is the last name of the guy that invented this cut. And it's supposed to be for like healing and balancing all the chakras and amplification. Is that right, Gomez?
Yes.
And it is 12-sided. So it's like a natural quartz point, but it was carved into 12 sides. It's not like Austrian or lead. And this one came from China, and it came from Etsy. And you can tell it's got the China flair because it has like the macrame cord. But if you have any metal allergies or you know someone with them, this is great because it has no metal on it at all. The stone has a drill hole, and the macrame cord is run through it, and it's just on it. So these little beads are light green, and I really do think they're some kind of jade, probably even jadeite, but maybe they're nephrite. Either way, they seem like jade, which is a nice touch. And I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter. It stays whatever length you want it to stay, by the way, which is nice. These were $10 each, and free shipping roughly from Etsy. And no, they were $12 each, sorry, and free shipping, or that's including the shipping from Etsy. And the company is called Shiyong Crystal on Etsy, and we will link that below. We each got one of those, so that's another nice like unisex type piece. Okay, next I bought this dragon. It was a pendant on a cord, but I bought it to make it into a bracelet specifically because that's what I wanted. Look, red and green, my favorite Freddy Krueger colors, and he can be a Christmas dragon, why not? But he was on a cord kind of like this. And $10 on eBay. Again, pewter. He actually came from Pewter Galleria on eBay, so we know it's pewter. And a really good price. Nice 3D dragon. Turn it around, and trying to move the ribbon that I put on here, but that's the back. And you can get it with different color balls. He's holding a ball, and you can get different colors, but I chose green, and then I have the red ribbon, so red and green, yas. I wanted a dragon bracelet that wasn't a charm bracelet, and I just wanted the dragon to be stationary in the middle of my wrist, and I didn't find what I wanted already made, which is why I make my own jewelry so much of the time, because I'll be like, I really want this, this, and this, you know, qualification for what I want to wear, and I can't find it. Or else I can't find it for a price I want, and I'll look at what people are doing and go, you know, I could make that for a lot cheaper than I could buy it. I bought this for $10 on eBay, and ribbon is very inexpensive, so I just put a slide bead back here. It's just like a kind of Pandora bracelet style stopper bead, and pull the ribbon through it, and I can pull it to make it looser to take it off, and pull it up against me tighter to make it flush against my wrist where it will be still. So that is how it looks on. And his head is kind of like curving down like he's looking at his ball. And there's his body. His claws are kind of resting on it, and then his tail is looped under. And this, I had the ribbon in two places. I looped it on the back of his head is where the cord goes. You can't see it. It's one of those, which I like. The bail isn't above his head. That's where one ribbon is, and I looped the other through the folded wings where it left little openings down here. So that makes it where he's not a charm dangle. He's just stationary on my wrist. So I'm very happy with him. He's lovely. And he is on eBay. And he will be linked below. And next we have a ring from
Los Trio Nachos.
That makes me want to eat. They are from Mexico. This is sterling silver. With shipping, it was $43. It was 30 some without. So it was like, what, $10 shipping roughly?
Yes.
And this is Seal of Solomon ring.
Yes.
And Gomez writes Solomon Kane, and I write Sarah Sanderson, and they're a cute couple in our Salem game, but that's not really relevant right now. But we thought it would be a nice inspiration. Solomon Kane would appreciate the ring. And it has symbols that reminded Gomez of the Necronomicon.
Yes, after all, Solomon was known for binding demons in the Jewish tradition and jinn in the Arabic one, where he was known as Suleiman. So he had expertise in the occult arts, and this is one of the sigils that he apparently used to seal off the jinn in the lamps that we read about in Arabian tales.
And the next items we wanted to show you were actually wearing, so I will show you mine up close now, and then Gomez can show you his. These were gifted from us by our darling friend Karen. We love you. These came from Amazon. Long sleeve t-shirts are so nice for the winter, and look, mine has the Tarot High Priestess on it. I'll move aside all my layers of lovely jewelry so you can check it out.
Featuring High Priestess among the pillars of knowledge and wisdom, as is appropriate for the tarot card.
And it's done well. It's a good sturdy kind of print. I don't think it's going to peel off. And it's a very comfortable shirt. It fits well. It looks lovely with my little lace skirt and my leggings. So it is very cool, and it came from Amazon. And now we have Gomez's tarot shirt, the Death card.
Also appropriate for the depiction, it's the Death Rider as described in the Book of Revelation, presumably. And he's riding his pale horse, and he has a size next to him, so all appropriate.
It reminds me of the Piers Anthony book, I think it's called On a Pale Horse, about the incarnation of death. From his Incarnations of Immortality series. It's a really good fiction series. We should review that one day.
Yes.
It's really good. Kind of like spooky Greek myth, really cool stuff. But yeah, it's just fun to wear tarot cards on our clothes, and we had never ended up getting any, and these are just perfect. And death doesn't really mean death, it means change anyway. So it's kind of cool. Like,
yes, change, transformation, it's a positive message for self-improvement.
we hope you have enjoyed this spooky, witchy, Halloween, Gothic Hall of Darkness, and until next time,
stay spooked, my friends.